welcome back to my channel. We're going to go ahead and do a reading today for Capricorn and their soulmate. We're going to see what messages come through. Let's see for Capricorn and their soulmate. Let's see. Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? What messages do we have for Capricorn? And here we go. Okay. Let's see. The Nine of Wands. Have some anger, disappointment. I think a part of you is fed up, right? There is this sense of putting in a lot of work. You work really hard. And I think for some of you, you're missing home. Let's see. I believe that home, some of you have, moved away from family. Let's see. Oops, let's see. Okay. It's as if you're waiting for love to come through, right? Something between you and your soulmate just isn't... I feel like for some of you, it could be that this person is currently incarcerated, waiting on a court date, or there is a possibility of this person facing some sort of legal issue, Let's see, Capricorn. But there is this sense of just kind of just waiting, which is giving you this sense of just feisty, angry, not impatient, but just exhausted of like this, when do I get a break, right? Yeah, carrying on heavy burdens. It's as if you're not able to enjoy this relationship. Yeah, for some of you, it looks as though there's been a betrayal, and not necessarily like a betrayal like cheating, but a betrayal like this person promised you a home, stability, security. And so far, nothing's panned out, right? It just seems like it's exhaustion after exhaustion after exhaustion, chaos after chaos after chaos, Never really any time to enjoy the bliss. Yeah. Very hostile communication. And it's as if you and this person are unable to communicate, right? Effectively, just again, because since you've been with this person, it seems as though if it's not one thing, it's another type of situation, right? And you're exhausted. You are at your wit's end. I see that you're a manager of some sort, right? You've worked really hard in your career, so you make enough to be on your own, and you're starting to question this relationship. Why am I with this person? Right? Why am I with this person? And it could be, that you've been with this person from a very, very young age. Oops, this one just kind of fell out. Before everything was great. There's a honeymoon phase. but it's worn out, but it's been worn out for quite some time. And it seems as though year after year, you're trying, right? But you're not happy, right? It's as if you try to mask, well, if we get a house, we'll be happy, right? Those accomplishments, and I think this, right? But you're not necessarily saying too much to your person that you are unhappy. Hence the bickering, lots of bickering. And I think you're growing a little resentful towards this person. It's so long that it's been going like this, and you feel like this person should know that you're unhappy, right? Yeah, but you feel tied to this person. There is this sense of, there's maybe an addiction, right? But this overindulging, maybe in shopping, spending money that you shouldn't be spending. But I get this feeling that, you thought that, like I said, buying a home, buying this life of luxury would make you happy, right? Because in that sense, you're accomplished, right? This relationship has accomplished success, right? Because you've measured it monetarily, and this isn't for everyone, obviously, Capricorn, but I do see this sense of obligation to this person. Could be that you share children together, and it could be that you've put so much time and energy into it, that you feel like, okay, it's just going to get better. Let's give it some time, right? Let's give it a little bit more time. And time flies, and you're there left wondering, where did this time go? And it almost feels as if emotionally, you're right there in the same place where you started. It hasn't evolved. It hasn't gotten any easier. It's been a constant struggle, right? To the point where you are resentful. I wouldn't be surprised if there's been a couple times within the course of this relationship that you've said, hey, I want a divorce, or I want to split up, or I want to break up. Then you put the work in, but the work, it doesn't seem to be lasting, right? It's very short-lived, the bliss, but it's as if you're waiting for this sense of, this love, this unconditional love, right? Something's missing, and even though this person tries to show you, right, in their way, it's not enough, and it's hurtful. It's as if you're at a loss, and I do this reading, saying that it's, a soulmate reading, and it is for people that are, I'm a firm believer that there's more than one, right? Like, because people evolve over time. Not everyone agrees with me that you have more than one soulmate, but if we evolve as people over time, right? We evolve, we change. What we wanted 20 years ago is not what we want today. Things change. Personality wise, maybe we don't, but as a person and goals and, we change. So why would our connection to someone else not change? Right? So maybe they were your soulmate at one point, right? You guys were united. But depending, there's so many answers or reasons, why things just don't work out. Maybe this person, growing apart is not uncommon. know? And we all go through these struggles, right? But yeah, there's a lot on your mind. So much on your mind. I think you're really, it's weighing heavily on you. You're wondering, do I stay with this person? You know, and we're stuck to this idea, well, he's my soulmate, or she's my soulmate, or she, you know, this person is my person. You know, that doesn't mean we have to endure the chaos, you know, in hopes that it just gets better, right? But we cling on to it. We cling on to this label of soulmate. This is my soulmate. You know, and again, sometimes I like to think of it like this, right? You know, sometimes there are people out there that do horrific things, right? Horrific things. And at that last moment, their last dying breath, right? They say, you know, please forgive me, right? It's as if their soul is looking to repent, to change, right? Seek goodness, right? So if souls can change, right? You know, then why wouldn't soulmates change, right? Someone that aligns a little bit more with you. Now, I'm not saying you're not gonna, you know, you're just gonna stop loving this person. No, absolutely not. You know, you'll love this person, but they're no longer your soulmate, right? I think that's why you constantly keep thinking about it, looking for some sort of way to justify it to yourself that you don't want to leave, right? You're stuck. You feel stuck in this relationship. You know, and it feels like there is no forward movement. It's currently in stagnation. You know, I know a lot of you, probably it's not what you want to hear, because you want to hear some sort of positive outcome, in the sense that, oh yeah, it's going to work out. This person is going to, you know, change, or the situation is going to change, or it's not always going to be like this, right? And it's not always going to be like this, you know, but definitely some things do need to change. And you can't control what another person does. You can't control what they say. You can't control what they feel. But you can do something about the way you feel, right? For some of you, it might just be space, right? You feel like you're carrying the weight of the world, managing a home, managing the relationship, right? And it just never turns off. And that this other person isn't putting enough effort, right? Maybe not helping out as much around the house, that somehow their contribution outweighs yours, you know, something isn't aligning, right? And when you guys speak, it's just bicker. So it's almost as if, you know, you avoid talking about those uncomfortable topics, you know. And so I'm going to pull one more, just to kind of see, right, with, you know, you carrying all this weight, you know, what do you do? Yeah. I feel like a lot of you, not everyone, right, needs some space. Somewhere to collect yourself, maybe a break from your day-to-day, right? Somewhere to reconnect, you know, and find your way back to each other, right? For some, it may not seem possible, in the sense that, you know, it could be that the person just was a narcissist or abusive, you know. I mean, this message is not for everyone, but for the ones that it does fit, you know, take some time, you know, create this, not necessarily distance, but some space from the current reality. Get away. Get away with your partner. Some of you maybe need some space to kind of collect your thoughts, right? What is it that you want as an individual? And is it within this person? I think that it's kind of finding, getting in tune with yourself and saying, hey, I want this, and this person may or may not fit the bill. Love is complicated. It's challenging. We don't want to make the wrong choice. We don't want to, have any regrets. But right now there's this huge resentment growing. And this resentment needs to be addressed, If the resentment is not addressed with the person you're currently dealing with, then it's going to continue this way, right? In misery. But if the resentment is addressed and it is something about, maybe your person is unaware that you're overwhelmed with the housework, right? And children, or maybe some of you are going to school or trying to, seeking a degree or pursuing goals. Maybe your goals are put on the back burner, and you're growing resentful because you just feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. It's figuring out why you're resentful and addressing the resentment and then moving forward from there. Right? But yeah, there's this heaviness of, of just unhappiness. Heavy, unhappy, and you're almost feeling as if this person doesn't love you because he can't see you drowning in this glass of water, right? And that's what a partner is supposed to do. Unfortunately, sometimes, partners are unaware, So suggestion, outcome is to take some time, gather your thoughts, figure out what is holding you back, what is this resentment, and unafraid to communicate that to your person, right? A soulmate will understand. A soulmate will be, take those feelings into consideration and make the necessary changes. Find a way to support you, your dreams, your goals, right? But if somehow your goals do not align with their reality or what their expectation is, do we question if this person is your soulmate? And so, or have you just outgrown each other? It's hard to say, I really hope you find, this message helpful, figuring out where that resentment is. I'm going to go ahead and end it there, and I'll see you guys next time.